Why do people call kids with the same father half brothers or half sisters, but kids with the same mama whole brothers and whole sisters? Like, that don't make sense to a fool. That was a feminism tactic back in the day. They did a lot of stuff and to make mothers seem better than what they is and make fathers seem lesser than they is. And that's one of them. And I'm gonna show y'all how stupid that is. First off, everybody comes from your father first. You in your father's nut sacks. I don't care who you is. None of that fake science they come with and all that bullshit, YX chromosome and all that shit. Fuck all that. You come from your father's nuts. You are your father's seed. When I was born, my kids was in me. I've been carrying my kids all my life. I got a whole bunch of them in there right now. The kids come from your nut sacks and you put them in women. You put them in women. And that's just like I'm gonna use this as an analogy. Like you call a woman a soil, like on the ground. Like if you got a garden and you got a garden bed and you got two packages of seeds. This one package of seeds is okra seeds. And then it's another package of seeds that's green bean seeds. And you got this soil right here. So on this side of the garden bed, you plant okra seeds. You put down okra seeds, and then okra grow. And then in the same garden bed, you plant green bean seeds, and green beans grow. They growing out the same garden bed, out the same soil, but is green beans and okra the same thing? No. Okras is okras. So this okra plant is the brother of the other okra plant. They the same thing, but they come from that seed, from that package of seeds, the okras, and then the green beans that's growing on the other side. They kin to the okra, they got similarities. They got leaves, they green, they got leaves and all that. They got stems, but they're green beans. They're different. They might come from the same soil, but they're different. And that's just like with brothers and sisters. Like, cause okay, you got that. Okay, you made them out that soil, but you can have another garden bed on the other side of the field, and you can grow okra in there. And ain't that okra the same okra as it is in the first garden bed? They both the same thing. That's just like with women and kids. Like a father can put a woman a woman can have one man and he put his seeds in her and then she had that baby, you know what I mean? And then she can have a baby by another nigga and put his seeds. And they come from the same mama, but they fathers. That's like brothers and sisters with different fathers be totally different, bro. But just because they raised up in the same house most of the time, because the government make the women, they give the kids to the women off top. So just because they is raised in the same house, they think that they're closer, or they think that they full brother and sister, no matter if they got different fathers or what. But really, y'all have brothers because y'all come from two different nut sacks. Y'all come from two different seeds, and that's why brothers and sisters with different daddies be totally different. Like that's like me and my brother. We totally different. Now we got similar looks. That's just like I said with the okra trees, like and the green bean trees. They both got leaves. They both got branches and stems and shit like that. But they two different plants. So they might look like they got similar looks, but they not the same. And that's just like me and my brother. We got similar looks, but me and him is two totally different niggas because we come from two different fathers. We come from two different seeds. Me and my brother ain't nothing alike at all. We cool with each other. That's my nigga. I fuck with him, and we do got a little similar shit, but we totally different niggas, man. But me and my sister, by my father, me and her, now she by my father. We got the same father. Me and her is more alike than me and my brother. Me and her got a lot of ways we think alike, the way we eat, you know what I mean? We both health conscious, food conscious, and my father was like that. My father ain't eat everything, you know what I mean? He don't eat as clean as me, like he still might eat pork, but he don't eat pork like that, But he always was kind of health conscious. And my sister like that, man. My sister been back in the day when eating beef and all that shit, and pork and all that. She'd be like that. But she more like my daddy because I seen she'd probably pick something back up. She a female, so she might start back messing with something and then leave it alone again and shit like that. Haha, she ain't cut all the way like me. It ain't gonna be too many people cut like me because I can cut shit out and don't never touch it again. I don't give a fuck about it. Once I'm through with something, I'm through. But what I'm saying is, me and her is more similar than me and my brother, and that's with the world. But people be like, "Oh, well my mama, we full brothers," or they'd be like, "Yeah, that's my half brother. We just got the same daddy." Man, that's your full brother. Y'all come from the same nut sack. Y'all the same seeds. Y'all the same. I'm gonna give another analogy. That's just like in the orchard or whatever, a farm. You can grow you can in this soil, in the same soil. The soil is the mother. Remember that. It's very important. Mothers are very important, but that don't mean they more important than the father. That was a trick from feminism to make the mother seem more important. No, that's just like in an orchard or whatever, farm, wherever you grow big trees at, you put down apple seeds in the soil. And then right next to it, you could put down orange seeds. And then both of the trees grow out the same soil. But ain't a fucking orange is different from an apple? I don't care if it grow out the same soil. And it's orange is gonna be an orange and the apple is gonna be an apple. Just like you grew an apple out of that soil in this land, but that's that woman, but you go to another land with some other soil and put down some apple seeds. Ain't the same apples gonna grow up just like the other apples you put down on the other side of town? It's the same. So when you come from a father, y'all whole brothers and whole sisters. Y'all have brothers and half sisters when you come out your mama. If she got another baby by another man, y'all have brothers and sisters. But y'all whole if y'all come from your father. I don't care where he put y'all at. But the society, they snatch the fathers out and make the fathers unimportant. And they got kids that grow up like that, don't even, care too much about their other siblings from their father because they be like, man, that's just my father kids. Man, don't you know y'all the same? Get to know that person and watch how similar y'all be. Because y'all come from y'all father. Y'all be with that nigga his whole life. Y'all be in his nuts his whole life. Fuck some 9 months. Y'all be with that nigga however old he was till he nutted y'all into that female. You feel me? We gotta cut that way of thinking out, man. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of kids that get their mothers don't let them go around their father, other kids, because they be jealous and shit like that. Like, oh, he got a baby by this other bitch. My kids ain't going over there with them. So brothers and sisters don't even get to know each other, but they only know them kids they grew up in the house with all those different scattered personalities, but they like we whole brothers and sisters because y'all come from y'all's the same mother. No, no, no. That's why the personality is so scattered. Nigga, brothers be getting other brothers in trouble. Sisters be hating and jealous of their sisters that they grew up in the house with, stealing from each other, fighting each other, going through all that shit. Cause y'all ain't got the same daddy. Y'all too different. Y'all totally different. You know? See, I got my kids that y'all see a lot on the camera. See, they got the same mother and father. You know what I mean? My two kids, my son and my daughter, they got the same mother and father. But my baby son, he got a different mama, but he's similar to my kids because he came from out the same nutsack they did. And my son was playing with my little son in the store one day. I took them shopping, and the lady was in there. She like, they look just alike, And I was when I be with my little baby son, whenever his mama ain't acting stupid and let me come around him, he be acting just like my other kids. He a good boy, you know. He a good boy, just like my kids, and just like I was when I was little. We don't cause no trouble. We calm. My little son be calm and chilling. And my other kids, my two kids, they be chilling and calm. You know, you are your father's seed, man. Don't forget that shit. We gotta cut that out, man. All that mother worship and talking about them that's my brother from my daddy. Yeah, that's my half brother. Just cause you don't know the nigga like that. No, start embracing that. Like, man, we come out the same nutsack, dog. I know you probably cut like me. I got my people that grew up across the street. My nigga JB, RIP JB. Now he got half his siblings come from his father. They got the same mother and father. Then he got a couple of more siblings that just got the same mama, and they got a different daddy. And his older brother got a different daddy than him. Man, that nigga ain't nothing like his older brother, man. You know what I mean? But I met his little brother by his daddy. He got a little brother by his daddy, and he got a whole different mama. Man, that nigga just like JB, his little brother. I'm like, damn, he just like the nigga. Like they so similar. He look like him, he even sound like him. That's cause they got the same father. Even if they got different mothers, them niggas come out the same nutsack. You know? But his older brother ain't shit like JB. They come from the same mama. They come out the same soil, but they come out different nut sacks. Them niggas ain't nothing the same. I was talking to JB's sister, and she was like, "Yeah, this my half brother." And when I was cutting my man JB hair before his funeral, when he was dead, that's why I met his little brother. And she started explaining to me when his little brother went out the room, like, yeah, that's just our little half brother, that's my daddy's son. And I said, what? I said, yeah, that ain't your half brother, that's your full brother. Like y'all come from the same nuts. He looked more like y'all than y'all look like y'all older siblings. And she like, damn, like y'all come from the same father. That's just a mind state, you know what I mean? We gotta shake that, man. I made this video long, but that need to be said, man. We gotta quit all this female worship, this women worship, because it ain't get us nowhere. A lot of that shit, a lot of females then took kids away from their other siblings just cause they made by another woman. They ain't come out they soil. You can't go see them, fuck them, and don't have you around your brothers and sisters from other women. And I seen a story of this. I forgot who channel this was. Man, O'Shea the Duke Jackson. He had a video about this, that a man back in the day, he had two kids. You know, he had a son by this lady, and had a daughter by this lady. But the ladies didn't let him see his kids and separated their kids and shit like that. And the boy met his sister later in the line, didn't know it was sister, married her and had kids with her, dog. That shit was fucked up. And then they got pictures of them, and they look the same, dog. And that's probably why they hooked up and had sex and made kids, because they so damn got so much shit in common. Didn't even know, man. This nigga ain't know this was his sister. She ain't know that was her brother, because the mama split them. They ain't let them see their daddy. Ain't let them grow up with their daddy. Split off, and didn't let them kids know each other, man. You know? And I got fear of that. I hope no shit like that don't happen to me, because I got another daughter. Her mom ain't never let me see her, man. A little girl, 11. She the same age as my son, you know? But I know about her, and I show my kids pictures of her and shit like that. But that's some fucked up shit that could probably happen. You know what I mean? Just because the females being so ornery and so mean and shit, they don't even let the kids get to know their other brothers and sisters, because they ain't, they be jealous that the father made kids with other women. You know? That's some sick ass shit, man. They had to, what the fuck? Like, what could you do now? They married. Like, that's some sick shit. They married and got two kids. I want to see their kids. I wonder if they kids mental challenge. Cause I heard if you got kids by your brother or sister, or family members, they be mental challenge. I want to see that. I want that incest type shit, man. That's some crazy shit. They done found out they got the same father. That's some sick shit, man. Man, hell no. I'm about to end this video, but I'm gonna say it one more time. A half, your half brother or sister y'all come from the same mama, but y'all got different fathers. But if y'all got different mothers and the same father, y'all whole brothers and sisters, because y'all come out the same seeds.